Embark on a captivating journey through the profound and thought-provoking philosophy of John Stuart Mill, one of history's most influential utilitarian thinkers. This video explores a selection of his most captivating quotes, offering insights into the nature of happiness, the pursuit of liberty, and the importance of social justice. Explore timeless wisdom from the philosopher and political economist as we unravel thought-provoking quotes on individual worth, freedom, and the foundations of a just society. Join us on QuotientQuotables, this intellectual adventure, and discover the profound wisdom of John Stuart Mill, the visionary philosopher who continues to inspire and challenge minds worldwide. Subscribe for a regular dose of inspiration and wisdom as we delve into John Stuart Mill's philosophical musings. Sorry for the overlay. Actions are right in proportion as they tend to promote happiness, wrong as they tend to promote the reverse. It is better to be a human being dissatisfied than a pig satisfied. Better to be Socrates dissatisfied than a fool satisfied. The only freedom which deserves the name is that of pursuing our own good in our own way, so long as we do not attempt to deprive others of theirs or impede their efforts to obtain it. The only reason for interfering with individual liberty is to prevent harm to others. Over-government is the greatest danger to liberty. The government should not interfere with the individual's pursuit of happiness. Individual liberty is essential for a free and just society. The best state of society is that in which the greatest number of persons live in the greatest happiness. The government should be accountable to the people. Every citizen has a right to participate in the political process. A representative democracy is the best form of government. Education is essential for a free and informed citizenry. All citizens should have access to quality education. Education should develop the mind and character. Education should prepare students for active participation in society. All individuals are entitled to equal rights and opportunities. Social and economic inequality should be minimized. Justice is the foundation of a free and just society. Equality is essential for a fair and just society. The worth of any object can only be estimated by the amount of happiness it produces. Individuality is a good to be valued in itself. Each person has the right to their own opinion and to complete freedom of thought and speech. Society benefits when individuals are free to pursue their own interests. The creed which accepts as the foundation of morals utility, or the greatest happiness principle, holds that actions are right in proportion as they tend to promote happiness, wrong as they tend to produce the reverse of happiness. The greatest happiness principle is a test of right and wrong applicable to all actions, by which to judge whether they are right or wrong. The greatest happiness principle is a doctrine intended to unite the interests of all with that of every individual. The greatest happiness principle requires that we not only promote happiness, but also minimize suffering. The greatest happiness principle is a foundation for a moral and just society. The government is an institution which exists in order to secure certain rights of the citizen. A government is only legitimate when it represents the will of the people. The best form of government is a representative democracy. Democracy is the only form of government that can protect individual liberty. The purpose of government is to promote the common good. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. An educated citizenry is the cornerstone of a democracy. Education should be designed to develop the individual's potential. Education should promote critical thinking and independent thought. Education should be accessible to all citizens. We should act in accordance with our moral principles. We should strive to make the world a better place. The only purpose for which power can rightfully be exercised over any member of a civilized community against his will is to prevent harm to others. Over himself, over his own body and mind, the individual is sovereign. The only freedom which deserves the name is that of pursuing our own good in our own way, so long as we do not attempt to deprive others of theirs or impede their efforts to obtain it. The object of this essay is to assert one very simple principle as entitled to govern absolutely the dealings of society with the individual in the way of compulsion and control, whether the means used be physical force in the form of legal penalties or the moral coercion of public opinion. The sole end for which mankind are warranted, individually or collectively, in interfering with the liberty of action of any of their number is self-protection. Individualism is not the same as selfishness, nor is it identical with any particular form of government. Each person's own good, as long as he does not attempt to deprive others of theirs, is the foundation of ethics. A man must make his own happiness and bear the consequences. The worth of a state in the long run is the worth of the individuals composing it, and a state which postpones the interests of their individuality or violates their rights cannot be said to be a true state at all. The liberty of each individual must be limited by the similar liberty of all other individuals. The sole end for which mankind are warranted, individually or collectively, in interfering with the liberty of action of any of their number is self-protection. Actions are right in proportion as they tend to promote happiness, wrong as they tend to produce the reverse of happiness. The greatest happiness principle requires that we should always act so as to promote, as far as possible, the happiness of all of those whose interests we consider. The principle of utility is the foundation of morals, and that all actions are right or wrong in proportion as they tend to promote or detract from happiness. Utilitarianism is a theory of what is right and wrong, not of what is expedient. The greatest happiness principle has the great advantage of being objective. Every man must be allowed to form his own opinions and to express them without fear or restraint. This is essential to the discovery of truth. It is also essential to the proper functioning of democracy. The liberty of thought and expression is the foundation of all other liberties. Without the liberty to question, to probe, and to challenge, we cannot progress as a society. The free exchange of ideas is essential to the health of a democracy. We should never silence someone simply because we disagree with them. Equality of opportunity is essential for a just society. Every individual should have an equal chance to succeed in life. Social justice requires that we help those who are less fortunate than ourselves. We should strive to create a society where everyone has the opportunity to live a happy and fulfilling life. The only way in which any country can make itself rich and prosperous is to encourage the progress of the arts and sciences. Innovation is the only thing that differentiates man from brute. Progress is an inevitable aspect of human nature. We should embrace new ideas and technologies that can improve our lives. The future belongs to those who dare to innovate. Equality is not about treating everyone the same. It is about treating everyone fairly. Justice is the foundation of a just society. Everyone deserves to be treated with respect and dignity. We should strive to create a society that is fair and equitable for all. Equality and justice are essential for a peaceful and prosperous society. Work is a necessary part of life, but it should not be our only purpose. We should strive to find work that is meaningful and fulfilling. The economy should serve the needs of the people, not the other way around. We should work towards a more equitable distribution of wealth and power. A healthy economy is one that benefits all members of society. We should focus on the things that make us truly happy, not just on material possessions. Happiness is a state of mind that we can cultivate through our thoughts and actions. We should strive to live a life that is both happy and meaningful. I hope these quotes from John Stuart Mill continue to stimulate your thinking and engage you with his insightful wisdom. His contributions to political philosophy, utilitarianism, the concept of liberty, individual rights, education, ethics, and social justice continue to be relevant and thought-provoking today.